Listo. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello, teacher. This is Jose Antonio Lopez, and this is the activity for unit number one. Practice about present perfect and present perfect continue. And I'm going to introduce you a dear friend of me and colleague. She's teacher Diana. She works with me at Tecnológico de las Trapas, and she also used to work with me at this English lab that we used to have here. Everything that happened before the pandemic, okay, the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, Diana has accepted to work with me, and I'm going to make you some questions, Diana, about the how your teaching practice has been changing because of due to these events, sanitary crisis events, and how have you managed to adapt yourself as teacher and the results that you are um, taking from your students. Okay. Now, question number one is: have you ever thought that one day you will be teaching English through virtual classes?
No, I haven't. Sincerely, I haven't thought about this way of teaching. Never in my life. I loved being at school in the classroom with my students, and the blackboard, the chairs, the human beings. It's so complicated to be in front of a computer all day. And personally, I loved being in a classroom, but also there is something I always try to do to find a balance between the traditional classes in a classroom and technology. I have the strong belief that a good class is a class that is 50% traditional and 50% technology. And well, being 100% in this technological environment has been very difficult for me to adapt myself 100% and also for my students. I don't know if for you, teacher, also.
Yes, I totally understand. We always were like wanting technology, right? But in this case, we have a lot of technology and not that much one-on-one contact, and that's something sometimes education or teaching needs. Okay, about your regarding your classes, have you been adapting or adjusting your classes, your content for this new teaching style?
Yes, I have been adapting my classes because on a traditional classroom we were using a textbook, and also you have the freedom to stand up, explain, to use the blackboard, and I don't know, to use maybe your body language to try to explain to your students something that they don't usually understand well. And here, trying to get the topic you're explaining to get it very well understood for them. It's a challenge. You have to adjust. You have to adapt all of your material um, to try to make, I don't know, to design some PowerPoint presentations, but with very visual things, very visual characteristics, and also with just the very, very most important part of that topic, just, I don't know, some bullet points about the most important things about the topics, because you cannot explain a topic in the same way you explain it in a traditional class. So yes, I have to adapt my material um, for all of my classes.
I know what you're saying. Sometimes you need to appeal to the graphics instead of the text because it's easier for the students to catch an image than a lot of words. It's comprehensible. Okay, and how much? I know that you have told me this already, but how much do you think this situation have changed your content, your class content? Like a lot, like the 50%, like everything. Something was useful
Yes.
from the previous
Well,
material you had. Something of that you can use it, adapt it, and still use it.
well, yes, from the material I have in my classes before this COVID-19 quarantine time, I had some PowerPoint presentations, and that's something I am using nowadays. That's work that I already have. I don't have to do it again. I can still use them. But for the new topics of other grades that I am teaching right now in this period, August, that we're initiating, yes, I have to do a lot of new material, and it has been like maybe a 90, almost 10, 100% of this adjustment that I have been doing. And well, apart from PowerPoint presentations, I have another resources with technological tools that I am using, a platform, because our school is demanding us to use a platform to get in touch with students. Also, social media like an application, WhatsApp, to chat with my students. And well, it's almost 100% of this change, because at school it's completely different. This is other thing we're facing nowadays.
Yes, I know. And finally, Miss Diana, have you been noticing if the students are correctly handling this situation? I mean, are they happy? Are they have they been adapting to the situation, or are they complaining about it?
Well, something that happened in my personal experience in, well, my work, it's that yes, students have been complaining a lot about this new way of teaching and new way of learning for them also. But I think, and I can put myself in their shoes a little bit of time. They miss also their classes. They miss their previous life before the pandemic. And well, it's been difficult for them. It's been difficult for them to adjust also and to adapt to these classes. And yes, they have been complaining a lot. But well, I think that also us as teachers have been complaining, but for ourselves.
Yes.
Not, we cannot say that to the students. We
Mhm.
cannot show them that we are also not 100% happy with this situation, but we are the adults, we are the teachers, and we have to stay strong in this situation. Yes, they have been complaining a lot, but well, it was for the beginning of the pandemic. But nowadays, they are like, they have a new attitude. They have a positive kind of attitude. They are like, okay, there's nothing else we can do, and these virtual classes are better than losing time, that or to lose the year or to lose the semester. So is this or it is nothing? They have that attitude. They are trying to adjust a little bit
Yeah, I
with
know.
more positivism.
Yes, I know. Thank you very much, Miss Diana. Thank you for helping me, and thank you for work with me, and for letting me know how your heart is feeling these days. Thanks a lot. Have a nice
No
day.
worries.
Nice night.
A pleasure.
Goodbye.
Anytime.